Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you another interactive command, consult gh search issues for browsing issues on GitHub repositories. So I'm just going to jump into it. Let's do meta x consult gh search issues. So then in the mini buffer, you're asked to enter a search term. So let's do profile. And then you're asked to select the repository you're interested in. So in this scenario, you have to enter repositories with username dash name of the repo, and you can also select multiple repositories using CRM, in my case, comma. For now, I'm just going to search my own consult GH repository, and it loads all the issues that have the term profile in them. And in this scenario, the preview mode is on, but the preview key is set to meta O, so it doesn't automatically load the preview. But if I hit meta O, you can see a preview of the issue here inside an Emacs buffer as well. So let's go back now. And let's say you want to see all the issues of a repository. How do we do that? So consult gh search issues. In this scenario, you can just leave the search term empty. So I just enter here, and then I select again consult gh repo. And now you can see there are two open issues in that repository right now. What else? Let's say instead you want to search for something general, and you want to see any repository that has that. For example, one of the issues I had recently was with mu4e and evil. Okay, so if I search that, now here I can leave this repo empty, and it will, and consult.gh will search in all the repositories on GitHub to see and loads relevant issues. So if I hit that, now you can see there are some issues within mu4e views, some on Doom Emacs, in Evil collection, which was the most relevant to what the issues I had recently. So you can find any of them. So let's look at a preview of the one in Evil collection. And here you can read the issue and see if it's relevant or not. Note that here within consult.gh, we are only viewing issues, and we don't even see a full view with all the responses and different things here, simply because for issues, it's probably easier to jump in the browser and interact with issues there, because usually there are links to other issues or commits or branches, there are images, and so I think it makes more sense for us to jump in the browser when we are dealing with issues. Also, we can't really do anything with the issues, like we cannot submit new responses or edit things here, because for that you can use some other packages like MagicForge that give you that functionality. So here the idea is just you have the ability to see issues, find the issues that might be of interest, and then you can go to the browser or use some other packages to interact. So let me go back here and just show you if I want, can select this one, and by default, it loads that issue page on GitHub browser, and I can then see the whole thread here. Now let me go back. One more thing that I wanted to show you here was okay, one more thing I wanted to show you here is how to change the default action on the issue, similar to what I showed before for files and repositories. So if I go to this file here, we have this variable consult gh issue action, which takes a function as the function that is run when you select a candidate. So if I look at this variable, you can see by default it's bound to browse URL action, so it jumps in the external and opens the URL in the external. I also have a console GH issue view action function provided by default, which then opens the issue inside the Emacs buffer, similar to what we saw for the preview. So if I evaluate this and then go here and do profile and do the same search, now if I select this issue, it opens it in an Emacs buffer. As I said before, I think for issues, a better function would be to open it in the browser and see the whole thread. One more thing that I would like to mention here is if I go back here, you can also change the type of issues that you can see. So console GH issue state to show. So you can set this variable to open, closed, or all. So let me change this to all. Or actually, let's first do open. And then I say console GH search issues. I pass an empty string, and I look for Minad consult. And you can see there is one open issue command wish list on this repository. And if you want, I can even look at the preview and see what's in that issue. There are a bunch of different wish list requests in that issue. All right, now I'm going to search this to all. And let's see how that works. Again, empty, I want to see everything. And I'm going to look for Minad console. Now it's going to take a little bit longer because there are so many closed issues in that repository that it's going to load. Okay, 665 issues. And now you can see here that you can see the state. There are some closed ones and some open ones. So if you're ever looking at issues that you can't find the ones you may want to change this variable console GH issues state to show to see closed issues. I'm not providing a lot more search details and narrowing down functionalities here because, as I said, I think for issues it may make more sense to go to the browser and take it from there. Here, I'm just providing some minimal functionality to be able to find relevant issues in different repositories.